Hello, it's Alessandra here. I trust you're all well and welcome back, whether for the first time or if you're coming back. I'm very grateful. Today, I just want to touch on something that I usually sort of get asked a lot. What does it mean to be in flow, and what does it mean to just be? Well, it's not really something that you have to learn or become. It's who we truly are. It's when we let go of the expectation that our plans need to be met exactly to the dot, and that everything needs to come only from the ways that we have learned. So if I don't have a job, then how's the money going to come? And how do I go into flow? Well, there's a lot of surrender that is involved. Surrendering to the unknown aspects of life, which are part of it in any case, because we're really not in control of everything. We can make plans, but that doesn't mean that we're going to see them come to fruition. A lot of people make plans and then they struggle and they stress because they don't see things happening. And that's when you just need to let go. Make the plan. What is it that you truly want? Well, I want to have that freedom to do what I love. Well, then do what you love. That freedom and that connection to what you love will make things happen, and then you go into the flow. But if you want to do what you love, but instead you're doing something else because you don't know how to get to do what you love, then you are struggling, you're pushing against the grain. And instead, do what you love. Trust that it will work out, because it usually does. And move away from the concepts that have been taught to us that we have to struggle. So just be means do what you love as much as you can. Keep doing it. Not because you have to gain something from it, but because you feel freedom, because you feel flow, because you surrender to the moment. And if you ask an artist, whether it's a musician, a writer, or an artist, a painter, whatever they do, a craftsperson, they get lost in what they love. Now that can be anything else as well. An actor who gets lost in the characters and on being on stage and empowering people. So it doesn't really matter, so long as it comes from your heart. So just being, decide today to walk out or stay at home, whatever you choose, but not have a plan. Because you may notice that everything just falls into place. You might get an idea to go out. Now, if you had a plan, you might not go out to meet that person or to do that thing or to go for the walk or to do some art or to do some music. You might stick to your plan. So you're taking away that flow. And so just being in the moment, just being in this exact moment and doing what you love and allowing life to that flow to bring you more moments for you to do what you love and also give you the rewards for it. That's what it means to just be, without planning. Today, choose one day a week and just decide, today is my just be day. And it's not laziness, it's actually giving you a sense of belonging to something else, connecting with an energy that is so deep inside of us that we've buried it with all our connections on the outside and all the things that we think we need to do to busy ourselves, to make things happen. So have a lazy day, I usually say. Have a nap, daydream, do something that you would not do, or just allow whatever comes to come. Has it ever happened to you that sometimes you're ready to go out and you get all these delays and things start to happen and you forget your keys, you lose that and someone calls you and you get distracted and you're late for your meeting, and then all of a sudden you're late for your meeting because you couldn't go on time, but when you actually do get there, there is someone else that you need to meet, or something else happens during the day, or you postpone it and you get to meet a person you haven't seen for a long time, or other things happen just out of the blue. Well, those are the just be moments. And when you enjoy them and you don't struggle about them and you don't get frustrated about them, you will actually see that they are precious moments. Miracles happen, they're magical moments where things that you can't expect and don't know how to look for, doors that you can't open, just open, so you're in the flow. So it's a sequence of going, like I call it a wave, okay? I call it a wave of just being and allowing, surrendering, and just going with what comes, taking a nap, daydreaming, and then allowing the inspired actions to come through. Now it can happen in a different sequence. It doesn't really matter. But at the same time, if you truly love what you want to do, instead of waiting to do it in another moment, do it now. Go with the flow of it. Don't struggle with it, because otherwise you don't love it anymore. So just be. Just be in that moment. Do what you love. Flow with it. Surrender. And see the magic happen. Now I'm just going to choose a card on the flow of that. I don't know what will come out today. I've spent a lot of time on telling you that. I think it needed to come because I'm having a Just Be day. So this is my Just Be day. So let me see what card comes out with. Again, the John Holland cards. I let you see the cards because at least you know what I'm using. And I'm not secret about it. I've got quite a few decks really. So let's see what comes through. I'll see if I'll pick one or two cards. I'm not quite sure right now. Heart chakra. I'm getting all these chakra cards this week. I think I need to change the deck, or maybe not. This deck has tarot cards, but also it's also got the chakra cards. So this is the heart chakra. So it does fit well with what I was saying, really, because when you follow your heart and you surrender to what is, and to just be whatever it is in this moment, then you can see a flow. Then you're connecting with your inner being. Then you're connecting with the higher source. And what you're doing is you're actually flowing with life. And you will notice that things just come and they sort of all fit in a sort of a puzzle that you didn't really know that you could have, or, or had all the pieces for. But sometimes this heart is also suffering that energy that we're not giving it what it needs. We're not allowing it to feel that freedom. We're not releasing old wounds, and we're protecting ourselves from, what if it doesn't work? What if I go in that direction and that's what I truly love, but then it doesn't work? And what if that person does this? And what if that person says that to me? And they did tell me that and it hurt me last time. All of that stuff, oh gosh, that's a struggle. Doesn't it feel heavy? Well, that's what the heart needs you to do. If you really want to do something that you love, and it can be anything, just let it go. If you want a relationship and you think that all the other ones have caused you pain and you hold on to it, then you're not following your heart. You're not allowing that right person, which is first of all yourself, mind you. You are the best person for yourself, and then you are attracting, because you're releasing your heart from old energy. Follow your heart. Be that right person for yourself. Give yourself all those things that you want the person to give you, and you will notice that you are attracting more people in your life that match it. Or if you want to undertake a craft or a new job, and whatever it is, whatever it is, are you allowing it? Are you going with the flow? I'm giving you permission to do whatever you love today. Just do it for a day, and then continue to do it tomorrow, and then again and again and again, and see what happens. Love yourself so much that you do not care, but you focus, because it's a number 4 card, the 4th chakra here. 4th and 5th are connected, and your heart is calling you. It's just saying, come with me, come with me. I'll show you how we can achieve all of this. Follow me. Release those chains that you've put around me. Let go of that wall that you've created in front of your heart because you feel vulnerable. Well, of course you feel vulnerable, but if you don't release those walls of protection, there is no life, because you're not allowing it. So your heart is calling you today. What is it that your heart is calling you to do? What is it that you would like to do? And you're at a crossroad. You feel it's pulling you, but then there's that sense of insecurity and lack of something. Well, then if you don't do it now, then no one else can do it for you. Don't wait. There isn't another moment. It's just right here, right now. What's the worst thing that can happen? It doesn't work out. Well, maybe you didn't put your heart into it. Maybe you struggled. You felt that lack. You felt that struggle of pushing against it. Just let it go. Just do it. See what happens. Sometimes when we start something, we take a leap of faith. We then realize that it actually was very easy, and all it took was that moment where you didn't, that split second when you went, you know what, this is what I'm doing, and you just jump, and all of a sudden there is a parachute that comes through and catches you along the way. But we have to actually dare to believe and release the heart and allow the heart to take you where you need to go. So on the flow of that, I think I will choose another card, but let's see what else. Hopefully it will give more insight. I know where it's taking me because it's one of those days where I'm just being. So let's see what else comes through. Okay, oh, dedication, dedicated effort. Oh, nice, right. Okay, it fits perfectly well with what I'm saying. I just need to move my cards because I will drop them. Dedicated moment or effort. Well, it does speak about dreams, number 8, and it shows you someone who's dedicated to an artwork. So following your heart can be anything. It doesn't have to be art specifically, but dedicated effort means that when you put the dedication and you do it just because your heart is calling you to, then that dream, because the 8 is about dreaming really, really big, then that dedication will bring the rewards, will bring you into a point where you go, oh gosh, I don't know, I followed my heart, and look, I'm doing what I love. I do what I love, and life seems easy. And it may sometimes not be as easy, but people will tell you, I don't know how, everything is working out. And I'm doing what I love. I truly enjoy what I do. And so if you're not in that space, it's time for you to start sort of thinking about it and reflect and start dreaming. Number 8 is about the vision holder, the big vision, the big dreams, the huge dreams, and just follow your heart. Because when you create a big dream, a big vision, it also means you're encompassing the empowerment of other people, not just yourself. Because when you follow your heart, other people will follow your the ripple of that energy that you send out. So you're empowering other people as well. And right now in humanity, I think we need people like that will take that step forward and just follow what their heart is telling them, and then create these big dreams. And then we, if we're not able to do it on our own, we will just follow them, because they will ripple out so much energy, and they will create things that require our interaction as well. So let's just open our heart, dedicated effort to whatever it is that our heart is calling us to, and love ourselves so much that nothing can stop us or anyone from following their heart into their dream. Now, I hope this has helped you today, because that was an interesting message that came through. And I suppose it's also because I'm in a just be day. And so I'm sort of calling in these messages and the cards, because, I just pick them so they come out the way that they need to. But take a little dive today in that space and see what comes out. And maybe just give a bit of a reflection of thought to knocking down those walls and following your heart, because that's where the magic is. For today, that is all. And thank you. Until next time. Bye-bye.